Happy holidays everyone and welcome to this video. You know, the holiday season is my favorite time of the year. It's filled with thankfulness, having fun with the family, and giving gifts, I guess. Today, I thought it might be fun to make everyone thankful for what they have this year. There's a lot of great game music out there, and I wanted to talk about some of my favorites. Wait, hang on. Sorry. I'm getting word from our production team that we can't talk about good game music. Dang it! I was so excited to talk about my favorite music. Well, time to talk about the worst video game music. Boo-hoo. But hey, on the plus side, at least we can all be thankful for the good music we have by the end of this ear-bleeding journey. Now, I think before we even start talking about what I believe are the worst Nintendo songs in their entire catalog, we need to establish one thing. What even counts as good Nintendo music? Each franchise by Nintendo has a certain sound to it that makes it unique. For instance, Zelda often sounds melancholic at some important moments, and really epic in others. Mario is upbeat and fun, with memorable themes and simple ideas. Pokemon music is meant to be intense, as if each battle is life or death. In short, there are a lot of elements that make up the different Nintendo franchises. Their sounds are unique and interesting to listen to. Then what separates the bad from the good? Well, that's incredibly subjective, but for today, anything that doesn't really fit the mood of the rest of the franchise or sounds awful is considered bad. With that being said, let's talk about a game. Yep, a whole game that has some to really bad music. When Yoshi's Island was released for the Super Nintendo, it was a major hit. The game was fun, filled with unique mechanics that weren't found in many other games before it. But did you know that Yoshi got a new island? Yep, believe it or not, Yoshi got a new island. Released in 2014 for the 3DS. This game was similar to the original Yoshi's Island, but it added new mechanics. Like a giant egg. Yeah, this game wasn't great. Arguably the worst part about this game though, is the music. Oh my gosh, it's bad. I think the game had some of the most mediocre Yoshi music of all time, being based on a single theme that gets repeated and transformed in many ways. The theme gets old pretty quickly, unlike some other games that do that. Also, the instrumentation is it's terrible. It uses kazoos, recorders, squeaker instruments. I swear, this is the game that just keeps on giving. However, there are some original themes that Nintendo made in this game that don't actually use the motif. By far, the worst, most ear-bleeding theme in this game is the goal theme. I can't even imagine what it's like to play this game, get to the goal, and have to hear this horrid theme every single time. At that point, I might just burn it. Burn it! Burn it to the ground. Let's take a look at another theme, the Yoshi Clan. Why is it so dissonant? I don't get it. Yoshi isn't for kids, it's for all ages. Since when did the marketing change? Please, just stop. So, this game doesn't have good music. I think we've already established that. I think the last Yoshi game that actually had good music was Woolly World, which is really sad. Hey, you know what? If you want me to play through this game on stream, let me know, and I might do it. Pivoting pretty hard, let's talk about Zelda. Zelda generally has some pretty good music, and even if the music isn't great, it's still inoffensive. Granted, I'm a bit biased, but still, it's good stuff. What I can't defend though is a song from Phantom Hourglass. Phantom Hourglass generally has some pretty good music, including some of the most well-known songs in the whole franchise. This one song though sucks. The track on YouTube is called In the Dark Cavern, and I just want you to listen to this. You might notice that this song sounds similar to another song from an older Zelda game. That's because the bass is from the cave theme from A Link to the Past. The main difference between that theme and this one is that there aren't as many instruments. In fact, there's barely any substance to it. I mean, the only thing this theme has is the randomly appearing trumpets that play a few notes. That's it. It's bad. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Pikmin. While I don't necessarily believe that this theme is bad, I would for sure get hundreds of comments about it. Let's talk about this guy, the giant bread bug. A lot of people consider this song to be among the worst of Nintendo, but I personally don't think so. Yeah, it's not the greatest song ever, but you have to remember the context. I mean, this enemy is literally a bumbling idiot that moves his way towards your Pikmin. If this theme isn't representative of that, I don't know what it is. Plus, the rhythms in this song are super cool. It might sound weird, but you have to admit, it makes you want to dance. Anyway, yeah, it's not a bad theme. So stop saying it is. And last but not least, obviously because I put it at the end, Sinnes Rainbow Road from Mario Kart Super Circuit. This track sucks. It sounds awful, the sound font is ugly, and not to mention those harsh chords. Ugh, I just hate it so much. When I think of bad video game music, this song definitely comes to mind. Not because it's supposed to be bad, but because it's unintentionally ear-bleeding. So what I think we've learned from this is that Yoshi is the bane of all video game music. Seriously, why did they give him the most childish instruments for the game? It makes no sense. To literally anyone. There's still a ton of horrible, no good, and very bad video game music out there that isn't just from Nintendo. So if you'd like me to cover it, let me know. For now though, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a happy holiday season, and I'll see you back here in the new year.